Hello lovely people, how are you all doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video we are going to make Ghidodo, which is basically peppered plantain in gizzard. In this video I will be using the chicken gizzard, so I hope you stay tuned to the end of the video to see how I make it. To my gizzard, I'm adding ginger powder, some garlic powder, and salt, onion, black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to mix that well together and cover it and cook it in its own juice on a high heat for about 10 minutes. So this is it. After 10 minutes, I'm going to go in and add 1 glass of water. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium-low and continue to cook for 40 minutes. And here are my plantain. I'm now going to peel and cut into smaller squares. These plantain are quite ripe, so I will be frying instead of baking. If I do bake them, they are going to be too soft, and I want it to be a little bit on the crispier side, so I will opt for frying. But if you're watching your weight, then it's best to bake. So my gizzard is ready after 40 minutes. I am now going to remove and put aside, and also I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oil until it's hot before I start frying my plantain. So I'm now going to go ahead and start frying the plantain in batches. And also, just a tip that I forgot to mention, make sure you wash your gizzard really well, because sometimes the lining can be quite dirty. So I prefer washing with hot water and removing the lining completely. Here I've added oil to my pan, and I'm adding some diced onions. I'm going to fry that for about 2 minutes. And then I am adding some blended mixture, spice mixture that I made when I made my peppery sauce. If you haven't watched that video yet, I will leave a link up here so you can go watch it. And now I'm adding crayfish. The crayfish is optional. And then some curry powder. And then I'm gonna go in and add diced red bell pepper. I'm just adding half of it. And some Scotch bonnet pepper, green and red one. Dice that and add it to it. And now I'm going to add some diced fresh tomato and mix well. Then I'm going to cover to cook for about 10 minutes or until these are softened. And this is how my plantain is looking. Is golden and is a little bit crispy, so I'm now going to remove and carry on to fry my gizzard as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and check on my sauce after 10 minutes. This is how it's looking. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the gizzard stock and cover to continue cooking. And I'm doing this on a medium-low heat. So I'm going to cover that. And I have removed my plantain and placed in the colander. I'm not going to go ahead and start frying the gizzard as well. I'm going to fry the gizzard until it's brown. I don't want it to be hard or tough, so I'm not going to fry it too much or too long. The longer you fry it, the harder it becomes, and you want it to be soft. So this is how my sauce is looking. I'm now going to go ahead and add some green beans just for some color, even though it's not going to make a difference. I did not have any green bell peppers or spring onions, so I use the green beans as a substitute, and plus it's healthy as well, so you can use that if you want, but it's absolutely optional. And then to that, I'm going to go in and add the gizzard. Then I'm going to cover to simmer for about 5 more minutes, and I will then add the plantain, fried plantain, and the bell pepper that I am using. I'm using the yellow bell pepper and the orange one, so you can use any color of your choice. And I will list everything down below in the description box. Please, if today is your first time, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, so when I upload any video, you will be the first to be notified. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the pepper as well. I do not want the pepper to be soft, so I'm basically just going to mix that in together and garnish with some red onions, because I want a little bit of crunch in there, and then leave it for a few seconds and then the heat off. You can eat this on its own or as a side dish. So I'm now going to turn the heat off, and that is my Ghidodo done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up for me if you like it. Comment, share and subscribe. I really appreciate your endless and unconditional love and support. Please, let's be friends. Add me on Facebook as Explorewithsu or SisB, or add me on Instagram Explorewithsu or on TikTok. And thank you once again. Bye bye for now, and see you in the next video.